Good day, everyone. I'm Benson Local Marble Leaders President. Welcome you once again to our Leadership Talk platform. It's nice meeting you once again. This morning we'll be talking about three biggest organizational problem. Three biggest organizational problem, or you can also refer to it three inevitable problem every organization faces. Three inevitable problem every organization faces. Mind when we talk about problem are there for every leader to solve. So as a leader, you must have a solution-oriented mentality. You are in to solve problems. So the run away from problem, we'll talk about the inevitable problem of the organization faces. Whether you run a church, you run an NGO, you run an enterprise, or whatsoever organization you run, these problems are there for you to solve. Whether you like it or not, these problems are inevitable in every organization. You are going to find these problems, especially for starters. And here are the problems. Number one is a problem of attitude. Yeah, it's a problem of attitude. We're talking about negative attitude. Every organization is going to be faced with a problem of negative attitude. Now, don't forget, when we talk about organization, we are talking about dealing with people, not just structures, not just system, but people. So you are talking about people. People run organization. So you are going to have a counter with negative attitude people who put up the wrong or bound or negative attitude. Whether you like it or not, you are going to come across them. So you must deal with them per se. How do you deal with them? You must be able to differentiate the person and the problem. So don't forget the person is not a problem. Okay? So a lot of people will come into organization with negative attitude. So how do you deal with such problem? Whether you like it or not, you are going to face it. In as far you run an organization, you are going to face a problem of attitude, negative attitude. So how do you deal with it? And most of them I recommend to people when you are hiring, hire for attitude, for positive attitude, not for attitude. Hire for attitude, not for attitude. Attitude can be developed. People can be trained for that. But when it comes to attitude, it's going to take time. It's going to be a difficult job. It's going to take resources. It's going to take time. It's going to take patience. So I tell people, if you are hiring, make sure you hire for attitude. If you are the type that have no patience to develop people, to train people, what I recommend is that when you have people with negative attitude in your organization that are costing you money, costing you pain, so what do? I refer you sack them. Yeah, you sack them. But if you know you have a mind for people, a heart for people, you can sack them, take them to leadership training, develop them, build them, and with time, be patient with them, they can change. But it's going to be a really tough one. Okay. The number two problem you're going to be facing in your organization is a problem of competence. Yeah. A lot of people will come into organization with lack of competence. They will now be competent enough for the job, especially for starters. When we want to hire people, we find it very difficult to hire the best and in turn. So we always go for people who we can afford. As time goes on, this become a problem. It poses a problem to us. Bringing them to the job, they are not skillful. They don't really have the knowledge of the job. But because we need someone to do it, we just hire mediocre, especially for starters. So it's a problem. So most of them, they're going to spoil our job for us. They're going to cost us money. They're going to cost us really troublous time. So what do? Like I advise people, train your people, give them the latest knowledge, equip them, keep equipping them, take them out, build them, let them learn more skill, latest skill. Okay, and the third problem you are going to encounter in your organization is a problem of lack of resources. Whether you like it or not, this is an inevitable problem. Resources will always not be enough, especially for starters. We always face the problem of lack of resources. Lack of resources. So what do? Keep growing yourself, keep building your resources, keep adding resources upon resources, because it's going to be a problem. A lot of companies, a lot of organizations will run out of assistance, will not be assisting again because of lack of resources. And it's a problem that we really need to look into and make sure we solve them as leader. Thank you for joining me. See you once again on our platform, Leadership Talk. I remain your host, Marvel Leaders, President Benson Oloko. God bless you.